Hello everyone, first of all I wanted to thank everyone for watching and following my account. We are more than 400 people and it means a lot for me, so thank you. Today you're gonna watch me fail a little bit. I butchered this mini really good. I had this idea of an icy base and some blue-green cold color on the mini to match the vibe, and some touch of orange to create a color contrast and try to apply the 60-30-10 rule of color theory. I wanted to try out some contrast paint, especially the snake green contrast paint from Vallejo. So let's go for a white zenithal highlight on the black primer to give the best setup for the contrast paint. I then started with the lower layer of the mini, which is the skin. I always ask myself which part is the deepest or lowest part of the mini and start with this. Oftentimes it's either the skin, the shirt under a coat, or the fur. Then time for the snake green on the main part, the cloak. And what a disaster! The paint was way lighter than I imagined, leaving not much value to highlight it. Worse, now that I applied some reddish color for the shirt, my dwarf is slowly turning into Santa Claus, which was hilarious and infuriating at the same time. But as they say, trust the process, so I kept going with basing the rest of the mini. As I said, I wanted to try out some contrast paint, so I also used the Snakebite Leather paint for the bags and the leather. The result was pretty poopy. I'm pretty sure it comes from the painter and not the paint, but the render is very messy, with dark spots where it is not supposed to be, and overall not easy to read. So, in order to save this paint job, I glazed a good part of it to change the hue and lower the luminosity, then tried to highlight the whole mini to create as much contrast as I can. It was a fight, but now I have a less terrible mini than before. Sometimes you butcher things, and it's okay. Try to salvage it. If you can, good. If not, finish it, then on to the next one. You'll learn something from the massacre, and your next mini will be better. Finally, for the base, I use Martian Iron Earth, technical paint, then blue contrast paint, some white, dry brush, a nice snowy turf, a bit of snow on the shoes and the rocks, then called it a day. Tell me what you think about contrast paint. Any tips on using it to not make a mess will be highly appreciated. Thanks a lot for watching, see you on the next one.